One couple.
I think that if we would have been healthy, we would have been married a long time ago.
One wedding.
I cannot picture ourselves walking down the aisle in these bodies.
I don't want to be a fat bride.
And two amazing transformations.
I'm the luckiest man on the planet right now, I'll tell you that.
I'm Chris Powell.
And I'm Heidi Powell.
And this is what we do. Whoa. We do weddings?
We do now.
But we still get to work out, right? Come on, buddy. Now is the time to lean on each other.
Come on, babe, I'm dying.
Let's go!
In the 4 years since Heidi and I got married, we've helped people lose more than 10,000 pounds. Tonight,
Oh my gosh.
with the help of some good friends.
Put a ring on it.
You guys want to taste some cakes?
Yeah?
You'll watch us as we help an unmarried couple get fit for their marriage, both physically
We want so badly to see you make it through this so you can make it through anything.
and emotionally. We can get you in shape for your wedding, but it won't mean a damn thing if your marriage falls apart.
What you're about to see,
Will be the most important moment in two people's lives.
because this time,
Love can't wait.
Met online, just out of the blue. Went on there and looked and ran into her.
I didn't like him at first. I thought he looked like the Unabomber. Or maybe, like, I don't know, a serial killer of some sort.
What won you over?
When he went to the hairdresser to have all of his nasty hair and facial hair cut off, he sent me the picture after, and then at that point I'm like, oh, he's kind of cute. So
Haven't separated since. I'm Shane.
I'm Marissa, and together we're 350 pounds overweight.
All right.
Wow, thank you so
I'll be
much.
right back with your plates.
Look at that.
Those look good. We've been together for 7 years in July, and then he got the opportunity to propose to me. This was last year at a private Jennifer Nettles concert. Shane won tickets on the radio, and she agreed to help him propose to me during the question and answer part of her show, and it blew me away. I think that if we would have been healthy, we would have been married a long time ago. I think we've just put it off.
Mom, what do you think of Shane?
I love Shane. I do. And I couldn't ask for a better person for her. He has been supportive. He was with Marissa when she was diagnosed with MS.
I was diagnosed, and it was quite a shock. I went into a deep depression because I thought my life was over. I've recently tried to get healthy, and I started eating better, working out, mainly because we have been engaged for about a year, so I figure maybe if I get some weight coming off, we might come up with a date. And Shane, he's having a little problem getting on board.
Really gonna eat the rest of them?
I'm thinking about it. Why not? I paid for it.
It's hard. It's not an easy thing to do.
I was married once before. I had a daughter, and she was everything in my life. Me and her mother struggled bitterly. It was just living hell for 5-6 years. It got bad enough to where she packed up and left. I immediately went to the courts to try to get custody of her, and DNA test turned out that I wasn't actually a paternal father. I was pretty much done, over with life. I gave up. I put on a lot of weight when they left, and I'd say probably about 100 pounds. Marissa has saved my life. She has made my life worth living.
I need you to change because I want you to be here. I want to have babies with you and grow old together.
It terrifies me because I know she's invested all this time, energy, and effort into me, and I could drop dead. I'm killing myself just like her father did.
So this is my mom, me and my brothers, and my dad. I honestly didn't realize that he was not normal until I was in my 20s and after he passed away.
He came into my office. He laid down his wedding ring and his wallet. And I asked him, "What are you doing?" And he goes, "I just want you to know I love you." And he walked over to my car, and he climbed on the back of my car, and he shot himself. And I had to go tell Marissa. Their dad had so much to live for. 3 children, and to make that decision was just really selfish.
What if you lose Shane?
I don't know what I'd do if I lost him. He's my best friend, and we spend every minute together. So I don't know. I couldn't even imagine it, and I don't want to imagine it. I just...
So here we are backstage at the Jennifer Nettles concert. Now, Shane and Marissa are sitting third row out there. They have no idea that we're here, and they have no idea that Jennifer's in on it.
So fun to get to be a part of another surprise for them. They're getting ready for their wedding, and I know they will have success this year losing weight. I feel confident in them. I know they're going to be great. I'm on their team.
Well, thanks for being a part of the family.
My pleasure. Let's go do it.
Let's do it.
All right. We win it.
All right, come on.
Here we go.
This evening, actually, it's some special guests here. Come on out, Chris. Come on out, Heidi. Where are you? Come on out and down. They have a presentation, a surprise presentation. So what do you got for surprises?
Well, we have two incredible people that are here tonight. In fact, they're some of your biggest fans.
Shane and Marissa, where are you guys?
Get on up here. Come on.
Your guys' letter, and we know how important it is to you guys that you guys get your weight under control before you begin your lives together. So
Everybody wants to look good on their wedding, okay?
Absolutely.
All of us have been there.
That's why, Shane, Marissa, we choose you for the transformation of your lives.
I'm so excited.
That was amazing.
It was crazy.
It was beyond crazy. It was insane.
Your year begins now. Time to run home, pack your bags, because our flight leaves first thing tomorrow morning.
Wait, guys. Let him finish watching the concert first.
Please.
What do you guys think?
I'm really excited for Shane.
Yeah.
I'm excited for both of us because his weight affects both of us and my weight affects both of us, and we need this so bad, and we're just so blessed right now.
Well, welcome to the University of Colorado Anschutz Health and Wellness Center. This is where it all goes down.
It's awesome.
This is it, guys. You ready for the next 90 days here?
I think so.
Yeah.
First things first, we need to see what we're working with. So, it's time for your weigh-in. I gotta say, look, you're probably the smallest of all the people that we've ever worked with. So, I mean, I'm curious to see what the number's gonna be.
Okay.
Marissa, she's 5'10", and I'll be honest, if she wrote me that letter individually, I probably wouldn't have picked her.
255 pounds.
But Shane, on the other hand, he's a heart attack waiting to happen. And if they're really serious about getting married and spending the rest of their lives together, they need our help. Coming up.
Does it piss you off that Shane keeps dropping the weight and he makes your load harder?
It pisses me off, yes.
And later, our good friend, David Tatera.
Hi.
All right, Shane, go ahead and step on the scale. Shane, you weigh 467 pounds.
467 pounds. It just breaks my heart because I feel like I enabled him and I always took him food, and it just didn't add up to anything good.
These first 90 days, it's important that the two of you learn how to work well together. So that's why we're going to give you a joint goal of losing 200 pounds in the next 90 days.
Does it sound feasible?
Give it a shot, that's for sure.
Well, we know you can do it.
200 pounds is a monster goal. I mean, Shane and Marissa have to lose over 2 pounds a day just to hit it. But if they're going to be at their ideal weight for the wedding, we've got to light a fire under them right from the start.
And then the next 90 days, we're going to change things up a little bit. It's also important that you guys become strong independently of each other. So, one of you is going to come home to Arizona with us. The other one goes back home.
And the next time that you guys see each other will be when you're walking down the aisle.
At your 6-month mark.
But when Chris and Heidi told me that we were going to be married in 6 months, it was a shocker. It was like, okay, we've been doing this dance for 7 years, but man, it's coming to an end. It was a little intense.
3 months apart scares the crap out
I
of
was
me.
going to ask,
But
you seem so dependent on Shane.
I am.
And likewise.
Yeah. I mean, it's been 7 years of literally every day together. So
7 years of you doing everything for me, too.
that too.
Things are going to change real fast around here.
Let's do it.
You guys better get some rest. All right?
Sounds good to me.
Now that Marissa and Shane are at boot camp, a few things need to happen. I mean, first and foremost, we need to test them medically and make sure that they're totally ready for this process.
So with Marissa, the fact that she has MS, I really had to do a lot of thinking about whether losing weight, kind of the way that we do on this program, was a good idea. How is it affecting you now? How is MS affecting you?
I'm getting really hot, and I've noticed that my hands, I'll get numbness and tingling in my hands when I overheat.
And what we know about multiple sclerosis is when you get overheated, your symptoms come out. They get worse. And so one of the things I think we potentially can do to try to keep you safer is to have you wear a cooling vest when you're working out.
Okay.
She's had a couple flare-ups in the past, but the great news is that Dr. Holly doesn't think it's going to get in the way of her transformation.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Today is the day of our first workout. I'm scared to death.
You ready for the challenge? Yeah.
I have no idea if I'm going to make it.
Shane, we want to see if you're willing to actually carry your weight in this process. I mean, you tell us that you want to embrace this lifestyle with her.
Right.
Really what this all comes down to? Put your money where your mouth is.
Don't make her drag you along.
Right.
Because it's not going to last very long. I
Yeah.
promise you that.
It's not fair.
Yep. Well, before we get started, Marissa, doctor's orders, all right?
Now, if the two of you turn around, you'll see 3 kettlebells right there. That's the weight you're going to be sharing today. 150 pounds.
Now, your guys' challenge is to carry that weight 1 full mile that way, over this bridge and the next 2.
All right, team Marissa and Shane.
How you doing?
Doing okay. How are you?
What are you doing? Why are you trying to shoulder all the weight?
I'm not. I'm just waiting until we get down the stairs.
Do I hear fighting already?
No.
It's obvious that Marissa's been training already. But Shane, I mean, we're talking 50 feet in, he's struggling.
Time to babe.
Come on, guys, teamwork.
Do it, all right?
I got to stop.
Just do what you got to do.
I see Shane is the one that needs to set his kettlebell down first.
I needed to, too.
Did you? But are you covering for him? Because I see, it seems like a pattern. Tell him to pick up the weight.
But I know he's tired. My hand hurts, too.
Marissa's gonna have to step back and let Shane step up. Right now, she's just too soft on him. Marissa, he needs to be strong.
I know. It's been 7 years of keeping him happy and, doing everything for him, so.
No more.
Been sitting around 4 years waiting for somebody to take care of me. I feel like a big loser.
Shane, do you have what it takes to be what Marissa needs?
You do, babe.
I do.
Do you?
I do.
But you got to believe it.
Nothing but the contrary the entire time.
The whole challenge was so symbolic. Shane has not been carrying his weight, and Marissa pays the price for it. If there's any hope for Shane, and there's any hope for this relationship between Shane and Marissa, he has to become stronger as an individual.
So, Shane, I'm starting a new rule. If you drop your weight, you both do 5 burpees. All right?
Okay.
Maybe I'm being tough on Shane, but I really feel like this is what he needs, and I think he's going to respond a lot better to tough love.
You got it, baby. You go, readjust.
Do you want Marissa to carry that weight for you?
No.
I gotta set mine down.
All right, here we go, 5 burpees.
Come on, guys.
At 467 pounds, a burpee feels like somebody dropped a refrigerator on you and you have to stand up with it.
Pick up those weights and carry them.
Let's go.
5 burpees.
Let's go, guys. 5 burpees.
Again, does it piss you off that Shane keeps dropping the weight and he makes your load harder?
It pisses me off, yes.
And Shane, how does it make you feel?
Not that big.
Pick up the weight.
Let's get it.
All right, guys.
It was pretty frustrating that Shane kept dropping the weight. Then in my mind, immediately I would make excuses. Oh, he has more weight than me. And I need to learn that he has to learn to carry the weight in the relationship too. I can't do everything for both of us.
No matter how much she tries to carry that load, don't let her.
Just get there.
Your own load.
That's it. Get up there. Get up there.
Is that easier?
We got
See,
it.
now you're using your head.
How does it feel to know he's carrying the weight?
That's going good.
Towards the end of it, I was determined to show Marissa that I will carry my weight. That is, it's not her responsibility.
Come on. Here we go.
Quick. Don't think
Come on, no, let's go, all the way.
She has multiple sclerosis already, and then she's taking care of a 470-pound baby. That's not right. I need to take care of myself. I need to take care of her.
Drop the weight. High five to you.
Yeah. Coming up.
I'm just getting really nervous about going home. But how are you?
And later, a twist you'll never see coming. So what's it gonna be, guys? Is there gonna be a wedding or no wedding? Here we go. Come on now, work for it.
Come on, push. Let's get this. Good.
Think about what you're doing this for, buddy. There you go. Shane and Marissa are on two completely different levels. Marissa's just a lot fitter than Shane right now. There you go. Nice. But I must say, he's killing it.
Go. Good.
That's it. One foot after the other.
Good. Push through.
He's starting to dig down into this potential, and wow, is he losing weight. I haven't put him on the scale yet, but he's dropping clothing sizes every week. I mean, hopefully that beard he's growing out won't add too much weight.
We just finished our first race.
First 4-mile race. She was smoking me out the door, man.
But then I waited for him.
Nice job.
We finished together.
We did.
Such a lucky couple.
You must be Marissa.
I am.
How are you?
Marissa and Shane have been killing it in the gym. But when it comes to weight loss, nutrition is everything. So I'm bringing in celebrity chef Rocco DeSpirito, and we're gonna put him to the test.
Today's challenge is about making meals, meal planning. So we want you to plan out an entire day's worth of food, and it should consist of a breakfast, then a smoothie of some kind, a sandwich, and then stir fry for dinner.
Sure.
You have 1 hour to do this. 1 hour, starting now.
All right, good luck, good luck, good luck.
We're only going to give them an hour to do this because I want to see how they handle stress. And really, we want to see how Shane steps up.
So what are you gonna do?
We'll do the breakfast first.
There's the eggs right there. How do you want to do the eggs?
We just do them scrambled. I figure we do a wrap. We'll get some of the pico de gallo.
Okay. I'm gonna wrap up breakfast here real quick.
Get a move on.
Don't rush me, lady.
Come on. What you doing?
Getting a sandwich together.
Are you counting calories as you grab stuff?
Yes.
Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the stir fry going. Peppers and onions.
Just dump it right next to it. Put it right on top.
We got 9 minutes left, babe.
All right, now what are we doing for a smoothie? Got any ideas? Banana, carrot.
Carrot?
Yeah, it's carbs. Good, right?
What am I gonna do with you? The smoothie consisted of pineapple, Greek yogurt, carrots. You didn't peel the carrots?
That's nature. What about peanut butter? Is there any peanut butter?
And peanut butter. Oh my gosh, Shane, you are not right. I think Shane and I work pretty good together in the kitchen. I mean, we got our meals in under an hour, so I think we make a pretty good team.
All right, put everything down.
Right.
Time.
We got it. Good job.
How did it go?
It's done.
So what'd you make for breakfast?
Okay, so for breakfast we made scrambled egg and turkey bacon wrap. For lunch we did a sandwich and it has turkey, peppers, onions.
Stir fry on rice. Boneless, skinless chicken breast, onion, little ginger.
Rice?
Rice is on the bottom.
Good.
This is final meal. A carrot, peanut butter.
I'd be nervous.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
It's carrot, peanut butter, Greek yogurt, pineapple. It's really good. That's pretty bad.
It is interesting.
Mind you, we had to get that healthy fat.
Got a little zing to it.
I'm sorry anybody had to eat that.
How much peanut butter did you put in?
It was just a tablespoon. Maybe a little bit of a
Level.
heaping.
Big difference, right? You're talking 90 calories or 180. So a really important tip is to level your tablespoons. And for the flavor, I think half the peanut butter would have been just the perfect amount because the peanut butter is a little overwhelming.
But when it comes to creativity, you guys get an A+.
Yeah.
For sure.
Marissa and Shane have both been working out so hard, and she already looks so much smaller. So today, I thought I would reward her with a very important shopping trip. So Marissa, tell me, what are you looking for in a wedding dress?
I'm just kind of like a country girl, so I'm still wanting to keep a little bit more simple.
Okay, well, let me go grab some dresses, and I'll be right back. Okay, thank you. You seem a little nervous.
It's kind of out of my comfort zone. I've always been just kind of a tomboy, so.
Okay, well, we're going to dress you up. We're going to make you look like a lady.
Good.
Come on in. We'll get you started. All right. Have fun.
My name is Mary. I'm Marissa's mom. Heidi gave me a phone call and invited me to come wedding dress shopping with Marissa. So excited. I can't wait.
All right, dress number 1. Come on out.
When the curtain opened and my mom was there, it was just great to see her. That was a really nice surprise. Oh man, yeah, I definitely didn't expect that. Let's show. I can't believe how girly I looked. As soon as I put on that first dress I couldn't wait to try on like the rest of the store. I always thought I felt like a linebacker. So like
Linebacker no more.
it was amazing. I actually felt pretty and I've never felt that way. So it was wonderful.
All right, my dear. What'd you think about the color?
I love the peach, but in a poofier dress like that, I think she still feels like bigger.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
that's the dress. When Marissa looked in the mirror and she had that dress that we knew was the dress, she looked beautiful. Really beautiful.
I really like this one. It's so much more like country, more.
That's you.
And what size dress is that?
14.
Can you imagine where you're going to be when your wedding day comes? Truly beautiful.
Oh, honey,
It's very
it
pretty.
is beautiful.
I did find a dress and I love it and I can't wait till I can wear it. So I'm ready for our new lives to begin. And I picture our future being nothing but wonderful.
You look so pretty.
Thank you, Mama.
Coming up.
Just having a tough time.
You okay? Are you sure?
We could just tell that something was wrong.
About halfway through boot camp now. I can't tell you how excited I am to be here. Feeling a little sore, a little hurt.
Nice.
But it's all right because I keep pushing every day, doing stuff I've never done before.
Good. Look at you. You can run up bleachers.
Couldn't be happier with the results, that's for sure.
I'm really struggling today. I went to Red Rocks for our first workout of the day, and the heat really got to me. To top it all off, I had to do some cardio, and I decided to zone out with music. And every song that came on just so happened to remind me of my dad. This whole process has brought up so many memories. And it's hard to deal with it.
How come you're having such a bad funk?
I'm just getting really nervous about going home without you. So many issues to deal with still, and I'm afraid to face them without you.
Well, that's part of what we're here for.
I know. Today, Heidi and I are going to take Shane and Marissa through a workout outside, and as we're walking up, we could just tell that something was wrong.
You okay?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm really struggling with a lot of stuff.
Just having a tough time.
How can we help you?
When we asked her what was wrong, she started to open up about her fears moving forward in phase 2.
I was just telling him I have so much that I have to work on that. It just scares me.
Exactly what is it that you're worried about going home to?
I'm worried about having to go home and having to deal with everything. My dad's death, my insecurities.
What you're going through, it's so natural because you're dealing with something that was really traumatic in your past. And it's a very important part of your life.
I think I want my goal to be to not have negative feelings when I remember him. Because, there's the stages of grief. And I've never been through all of them. I've been stuck in the anger phase the entire time. So the anger has built the negativity towards him. And it sounds so stupid, but I feel like letting that go is letting go of him.
I think your goal of creating positive memories for your dad is exactly what you need.
Yeah.
I mean, what can you do? Maybe some kind of an event that you could organize.
I think that if we could do like a 5K or some kind of an organized run, in remembrance of my dad.
Awesome.
Done. This is the kind of thing that anybody can do. It helps us release that emotional weight so that we can finally move on. So imagine turning this negative into something extremely positive and carrying that on as a tradition, as a celebration of who he is and who he was and all the positive that he brought into your lives.
It's definitely a little scary, but I know that I have to do this in order to truly transform.
Go. You're a beast. Awesome.
Fire it up, full extension overhead.
2. Let's go a little bit lighter. Hop off.
Give me 5 more.
You know what's so cool to watch with Shane and Marissa? As time goes on, Shane's becoming the strong one, which is completely opposite of how they started.
Well, it's kind of like our marriage. Like, once we came together, once we got married, I became the strong one.
Oh my gosh, is that right?
It's true, I really did.
No, not true.
See these? I became the strong one.
Oh, whatever. Are we gonna have a gun show?
Look at that. I'll follow that all day long.
So I can't even believe that boot camp is almost over. It seems like we just got here the other day.
Good. Look at you.
Excellent. Give me 5 more. There you go.
Good.
So tonight's Shane and Marissa's 90-day weigh-in. They had 200 pounds to lose. That's the biggest goal we've ever given anyone. Hey, guys. Look at you guys. Wow.
So skinny. Well, you guys had the enormous goal to lose 200 pounds combined.
You know, considering you're one of the smallest women that we've ever worked with, you can only lose so much. And then Shane was going to have to pick up the rest of the weight.
All right, Marissa, 90 days ago, when I met you, you stepped on the scale and you weighed 255 pounds. It's time for you to step on the scale and see how much of that 200 pounds you've actually lost for the two of you. Whenever you're ready, step on the scale.
Oh, wow.
63 pounds!
Great job.
Incredible.
Oh, my God.
I think that's like almost 25% of your body weight.
I'm super proud of her. She put everything that she had into this physically, and with a multiple sclerosis, it's a challenge for her, but she got through it and did it great. So
It's your turn, brother.
sure, let's do it.
90 days ago, when we first met you, you stepped on the scale weighing in at 467 pounds.
Wow.
Of course, you guys are aiming to lose 200 pounds between the two of you over the last 90 days. So tonight, when you step on the scale, if it says 330 pounds or less, you guys hit your goal. Go ahead and take off your shoes and take off your shirt. Marissa did a great job, but Shane still has a ton of weight to lose. And I'm afraid that if he doesn't hit this goal, he's going to lose all of the confidence that he's finally built up over the last few months. Marissa, she lost 63 pounds. So tonight, when you step on the scale, if it says 330 pounds or less, you guys hit your goal. Step onto the scale. No way. What?
You blew through 200. You blew through it.
Oh my gosh.
I was so excited when I knew we'd met the goal. It was just a good feeling to know that we had accomplished something as a couple.
You guys lost 202 pounds.
Way to go.
I think it really made both of us feel a little closer in a way because we accomplished such a huge goal together.
I think it's safe to say you now carry your weight, Shane.
I think so.
For sure.
Wow.
Combined, me and Marissa lost 202 pounds. It's an amazing achievement, and it's just a positive ground for the rest of this transformation.
Great job, guys.
Thank you.
Great job. Amazing. 200 pounds. 200 pounds.
Chris and I are not wedding planners. Shane and Marissa have been working so hard, and they deserve the best of the best. So today, we have a huge surprise for them.
Our good friend and celebrity wedding planner, David Tatera.
Hi, my guys, it's so nice to meet you. You know, Shane and Marissa have so much going on right now. So I'm happy that I can step in now because I will take over all of the stress, all of the potential drama, and most importantly, create the wedding of their dreams. From this moment moving forward with the two of you, I want you to know that we're going to make you look the most amazing you'll ever look. Because I think it's sort of symbolic, this wedding for you, the loss of your weight, and then walking down the aisle and feeling beautiful, the two of you. You're going to, listen.
Behind this hair. He's a good-looking dude.
Just tell me about you guys. You know, are you a contemporary bride? Are you more traditional and classic? Are you outdoor, indoor?
What we've talked about so far is kind of like hayseed meets high society. Both
Explain that more.
country where...
You can just hicks from the sticks, so.
So you're sort of like country chic?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hicks and the sticks is what Shane referred to. Okay. But the reality is they want something that's casual, comfortable, fun, and very much who they are and where they're from. So when you think of colors, give me some thoughts of color.
I was thinking like kind of a dark teal and ivory.
Okay.
For flowers, I'm thinking like wildflowers.
Okay.
She was even looking at burlap flowers. Have you
Yeah.
seen that?
I actually have a line of burlap flowers.
Yeah.
There are amazing burlap flowers. Burlap and lace is like amazing. Okay.
David Tutera is my best friend. Any guy that has a wedding and some dude wants to come in and do the wedding for you, I want to walk away. It's like just stand back and enjoy. My best friend, David Tutera. Swear to God.
Thank you
I'm
so much.
excited for you guys.
I am
I really am.
So today our 90 days at boot camp is up. We're done. And I not only have to say goodbye to Chris and Heidi, but I actually have to say goodbye to Shane, too. It's definitely going to be hard. And looking over and seeing Shane, and he was all cleaned up and shaved. It was the best thing ever. He looked literally like the day I met him. It was amazing.
Hi.
He looks this good in 90 days. There's no way I can even begin to guess what he's going to look like at our wedding.
So let's talk about the next 3 months. The next time the two of you see each other will be on your wedding day.
That's going to be amazing.
Yeah, it will be.
Let's talk about that. Shane, in the next 3 months, we want you to be at your ideal body weight of 250 pounds. You need to lose another 78 pounds.
I can do it.
I don't doubt him for a second anymore.
All right, Marissa, when we see you in 3 months, we want you to be at 170 pounds.
Okay.
Can you do that?
It's doable.
Yes, you can. It's going to be an intense next phase for both of you guys.
We're very determined to finish this up strong.
Well, this is goodbye, like for real.
Thanks, guys. It was really sad saying goodbye to Marissa. And we've been together for 7 years now, and been apart for 3 days tops the whole time.
You love me.
Keep working hard.
Me too.
Me too.
Love you.
Love you too. And I mean, we've got serious codependencies going on there, and when you take one of the people away from that, I imagine it's kind of like maybe an addict that's having their drug taken away from them almost.
I was emotional when I left Shane. It's kind of scary, just not believing in myself enough if I can really do it on my own. So it was definitely a lot of uncertainty. Oh, I'm so nervous, but I'm so excited to see everybody. I can't wait. I think I'm most nervous probably about the 5K today, just because I know that there's going to be a lot of things I have to face that I haven't faced yet.
So Sis finally came back. It's been a long time since I've seen her. It's been well over this 90 days. So this is honestly going to be a pretty big shock to me when I finally get to see her. And so without further ado, let's see Marissa.
Seeing Marissa today, I was totally flabbergasted. I cannot believe how good she looks.
So what do you think? I do a good job? During this whole process, Shane and I really enabled each other a lot. And now, Chris and Heidi decided that it's best if we grow as individuals, and Shane will be spending the next 90 days separated from me in Arizona. So it's going to be hard. I mean, I'm going to need a lot of support from you guys, and I know I have it. So I appreciate that. With that being said, who's ready to go run? Let's go get changed. Thanks for coming out, guys. It honestly was an awesome feeling just to know that all those people were there for me. But I'm nervous about the 5K just because I know it's going to be very emotional, and I'm hoping that everything goes okay, but I'm just not sure. Go! So as soon as we decided to do the 5K in memory of my dad, I called my brother Jeff, and he helped me set it up because he lives here in Ashland. First time we've ever been able to run together, huh?
Yeah. I can't believe how different you look. You don't even look the same.
Really?
Yeah, seriously.
That's crazy. So Jeff and I decided that during the 5K, at each mile marker, we would set up a memory station. And Jeff actually volunteered because he has everything at his house. He went through all of my dad's things. Yeah, I remember him wearing that.
Denim Dan.
Oh, yeah, Denim Dan, and he had that one jacket that said Dan.
Yeah.
To see that stuff, it just brought up so many great memories and so many positive things that I had forgotten about for so long. Yeah. Whew. Oh, here's another one. I know what we got here. It's like a photo album, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Mile marker number 2 was probably my favorite, just because we started talking about the cars.
Anything Oldsmobile.
If anybody knew my dad, he was a car guy. He loved cars, everything cars, especially Oldsmobiles.
Whenever we used to go cruising back around town and stuff, down in the city lot, pop his tape in there.
His tape?
Yeah. He put a cassette tape. He didn't put a CD player in it because he...
Yeah. Oh, no. That was way too, modern. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he have his thumb tapping on the steering wheel?
Oh yeah, that was
Yep.
those were his drumsticks.
It's been a long time since I've actually talked about my dad in a good way. To talk about the cruising and stuff we used to do with him. It was great, because those were good times. What do you say we start running again?
Yeah.
This was a good one. I like
Heck
it.
yeah.
Lots of good memories.
That's always good. Oh yeah, let's go.
This 5K, this whole process has just really helped my family out so much. It was difficult. But at the same time, I felt good because I felt like I finally made a step in the right direction. I know. It was the best way to end a perfect day.
So, knowing that Marissa is dealing with a lot of these issues surrounding her dad's death, Shane became inspired and he realized that he's got his own issues that he needs to deal with. So I was thrilled to hear that he actually reached out to his ex-wife and he set up a meeting with his daughter, Abby.
Hey. Hi. Good to see you. Sitting down with Abby and Natasha and kind of putting this all on the table, I think it's going to take a lot of weight off my shoulders to get this transformation done. How you doing, kid?
Better now.
Yeah. Well, thanks for bringing her over. I mean, I really appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, no problem. You guys have a
Been
good
a lot of
time.
fun.
Yeah. All right.
We'll see you later.
See you later. See you.
Want to go do something fun? Yeah. Let's go paddleboat. Hanging out with Abby was great. We spent a lot, time talking. I haven't seen her in a couple of years. Your mom tells me about you're in honors.
Definitely. I mean, it comes easier to me, but by all means, it's not easy.
Abby's not biologically my daughter, but I raised her for 6 years. I mean, she's a huge piece of my heart, and I'll never, think of her anything but my daughter. I am genuinely very proud of you, and you should be really proud of yourself. Give yourself credit for it. This process, losing weight, is a big deal, but I think the bigger issue is the mental side of it and getting that game together. It's about making things right. Let's get a pound on it. There you go. Booyah. That's it.
He said booyah.
Booyah.
Spending time with him today was amazing. I mean, his attitude towards things have changed, and paddleboarding is probably not an activity that I would have done with him in the past because I think the boat might have tipped, and it's just, now that seeing that he can do that, it's pretty cool.
Come on, let's go. Gotta get some.
It's been almost a month since Shane and I have been separated. I think the hardest part was actually saying goodbye. But I have to say, I'm extremely proud of myself for as strong as I've become.
Nice. Beautiful. Power through.
I'm really learning to become my own self and not depend on anybody else. I feel unstoppable.
I'm down here in Arizona now with Chris and Heidi and keeping my nose to the grindstone and sticking on the nutrition and just getting this weight off.
Come on now. There you go. Hold that plank. Don't let Marissa down on that wedding day. Come on, buddy.
Me and Marissa have been split up as part of this phase of our transformation.
There you go. Good. Nice.
But everything's going to be pretty awesome. I mean, how can it not be? We got David Tutera doing our wedding. And, I mean, come on. We know I'm going to be awesome.
All right, dude. Well, this is the last workout for the next couple days because it's time for your bachelor party.
All right, let's do that.
Shane, welcome to Battlefield Vegas.
Holy smokes, dude.
Shane's a country boy. He loves hunting and fishing and demolition and just blowing stuff up. But Las Vegas, that's the bachelor party mecca. And I'm about to show Shane you can do anything in Vegas. We'd have a blast doing this together, but this is your bachelor party. So I had to bring out some of your buddies. Oh. No bachelor party is complete without groomsmen. So of course I brought in Shane's good friend Kyle and Marissa's brother Jeff, who are some of his closest friends back home. But while Shane's been in Arizona, he's also gotten to be really close with some people that are extremely close to us as well. And of course I'm talking about Richard and Bruce.
I'm Bruce from season 4, still been a part of Chris and Heidi's team. Shane's just been crushing it left and right every freaking day, and it's just awesome to be a part of Chris and Heidi's team and keep paying it forward.
Dude, you're good at crushing things. So what do you say we crush this?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's do that. This tank's going to roll over this car. This car's going to be trashed. Any day that you knock on my door and ask me to do that, I'd do it. Probably for very little pay.
Let's go! Here we go! Go! Woo! Ready, set, go! In the first hour of Love Can't Wait, we met Marissa and Shane, a small-town couple with big problems.
I was pretty much done. I gave up.
I went into a deep depression because I thought my life was over.
Nice. Together, they lost 202 pounds at boot camp.
What? You guys lost 202 pounds.
So when they separated for phase 2, the real work began.
There you go. Good.
I'm really learning to become my own self and not depend on anybody else.
In the next hour, Shane hits the bachelor party bullseye. And Ace of Cakes Duff Goldman designs Marissa's dream wedding cake.
Yay! I watch you all the time.
Thank you very much. But are Marissa and Shane still ready to say, I do?
The real Marissa doesn't need Shane.
So what do you say we crush this?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's do that.
We're in Las Vegas for Shane's bachelor party, and Shane has been crushing his transformation. So we're gonna get this party started by crushing this car. Let's go! Yeah, go! Go! Yeah! Woo! Crush that car!
One side you can see.
Thanks, dude. That was fun.
So today, Heidi asked me and my maid of honor, Courtney, to meet her in LA.
Hold on, do a spin. You look so good. Oh my God.
I'm really excited. I have no clue what she has planned for us.
Since this is like no ordinary year for you, we can't do an ordinary bachelorette party. Because bachelorette parties, what are they? You're eating food, you're drinking, you're sitting around. So, we're gonna have a little more fun with this. Before we go over there though, I have one little thing to kind of get you in the mood for what we're gonna be doing.
Okay.
Hi, Marissa. It's David. I hope you are having an amazing time while you're getting ready for your wedding. I've been working so hard on all of the details to plan that most important day, your wedding day, which is why I wanted to tell you that your wedding is taking place at the Brookside Farm in Louisville, Ohio, and may the day that you walk down the aisle be a day filled with amazing moments.
Awesome. It's a Brookside Farm. So we got a barn wedding.
Yes.
Yay!
That's what you're getting. Awesome. How cool is that? Very excited. You guys excited?
I am. I can't wait.
So how's it been without Shane?
It's been really hard, but it's been actually a lot easier than I thought it'd be.
I worried so much about you going home and not having him as that support. But I know when the two of you are together, you're going to be that much stronger.
Yeah.
And we're taking care of him, I promise.
I can imagine. Yeah.
That was freaking awesome. Great job, dude. That was awesome. Yeah, dude. Wow, you can feel that.
Yeah. I feel like a little princess right now.
Yes! He needs no introduction. Chef Duff Goldman.
How's it going?
Yay! I watch you all the time.
Thank you very much.
Duff Goldman is the host of Ace of Cakes and is truly one of the best wedding cake designers ever. And today, he's making a cake with Marissa. Not only does he design all of these incredible cakes, but he knows how to make them healthy, too.
Which one do you want?
All of them?
I was going to say the same thing.
When I saw Duff, I was so excited. I couldn't believe he was standing there, and he was just so adorable and tiny. And
So we use a lot of things like sugar-free and dairy-free dessert toppings. We use things like, instead of butter, we're using avocados.
Really?
Avocados
So cool, yeah.
are butter that grows on trees.
I never would have thought.
Now, what else we do is, like, we use things like beets for color. Right, so we have a red velvet cake that we colored with beets instead of food coloring. That's food coloring.
That's incredible.
I'm still losing weight, so to find out that it was a healthier version for me, it was really nice to know that there were alternatives out there.
So now tell me about the theme of your wedding. What's it going to be like?
Well, we're doing like a country theme.
So Marissa's having like a hayseed kind of wedding, and she wanted her cake to actually look like dogwood, to look like tree bark. And then to have like her initials carved into it. And then we're putting like all kinds of greens and really big white flowers on there.
That's really cool.
It is.
I like that a lot.
So it's going to be a really beautiful cake. It's going to be very rustic, but also very elegant at the same time.
That's
cool.
It's really cute.
Nice job.
I'm getting
Cool.
so excited.
You guys want to taste some cakes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, stay right here.
All right.
I was a little nervous just because I thought, am I going to be able to control myself, or am I going to just slam my face into the cake and eat the whole thing? Wow, that's crazy. The icing, can I just get a bowl of that to take home with me?
No.
Sure can.
No, you can.
No, Heidi said no. Okay.
Remember,
That's good.
these are healthier than the alternatives, but they're not like weight loss healthy.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, this isn't a salad.
It was awesome. I mean, it tasted so good. But Okay, so between the chiffon and the red velvet, what would you pick?
Probably the red velvet. Yeah.
I have to agree. The red velvet is so good.
All right, cool. So I think you got a cake, right? We're gonna go red velvet. We're gonna have some big white flowers, a little bit of green in there, and we're gonna carve your initials.
I love it. I really didn't know what to expect for my bachelorette party, but I was okay with like cake testing and learning the new things. Like it was kind of a neat twist, and you know, it goes really well with the new lifestyle. Thank you so much.
Anytime.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So after the bachelor party, we're heading to Denver, and we're going to go get a consultation for skin surgery.
Honestly, you put in so much work, and I don't see why you wouldn't be a candidate, but, well,
Hope so.
now's the time to find out.
Hey, Doc.
Hi,
How you doing?
are you?
Doing good.
Dr. Gordon.
Nice to meet you.
Good to see you, Doc. Good to see you. Well, let's take a look and see what you got. What is it that you find the most distracting for you?
For me, it's this. Is it having all this extra material going on here?
I'm nervous. Well, I can take a look at him and say, dude, this guy is definitely a candidate. I mean, ultimately, it's always up to the doctor, but he deserves it, man.
All right. Well, you know, you still do have a little bit of some extra fat because you're still storing in this area here. I think that if you're able to get down to your goal weight, I think you are going to be a good candidate for some skin reduction surgery.
So, you still have a little bit to go. Thank you so much, Doc.
Okay.
All right.
Take care.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I got to lose a little more weight before I can get to the skin surgery. I mean, it's a little bit of a defeat, but I've got good intentions and keep going, lose this weight, and get in there and get it done. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
This morning I wake up and I am up a pound from last week. I am so frustrated. It's like I'm never going to get out of the 180s. It's driving me insane. That freaking number on the scale will not go anywhere.
And yesterday, I got my ass handed to me in my workout. I knew that I had put 100% in, and I knew that I had burned a lot of calories. I watched the calories just fly on my tracker. And I came home, and my brother had brought cookie dough into the house. It's like putting crack in front of a crackhead. I mean, I knew. I felt so good when I got home from my workout, and I still cheated. And it's like I had no control, and I don't understand. I don't understand what is wrong with me. It's so frustrating.
So I've been talking to Marissa, and it's clear that she is struggling. Faster! Hi! So I feel like I really need to go out and surprise her and make sure everything's okay, because if she falls off the wagon a month before her wedding, it could be ugly. So you've had like 3 weeks of no weight loss, like nothing.
Yeah, I'm just...
What's going on?
I don't know. I'm just really struggling, and I mean, my nutrition is definitely off.
You're going back to those habits that made you ask and reach out for help in the first place. When I met you, there was a reason you were doing that.
Yeah.
You had so much stress, so much anxiety, so much hurt inside, and you don't just go back to those patterns for no reason at all. Are you struggling with your dad? Your family?
No, it's not really that. It's just...
Could it be the fact that, like, Shane's not with you? I know the thought of you leaving him at boot camp was, like, devastating.
Right.
You know? Is that the hard part?
The last 2 months that we've been separated, I've actually really kind of enjoyed it. Enjoyed being Marissa and Marissa only.
For the first time, you're standing on your own 2 feet, and you're probably seeing how great you are and how powerful you are alone. But you know what, though? Marissa, that was the point of phase 2. Like, the point of phase 2 was for you to get strong, and you're doing it.
Right. But I'm struggling. It's not easy because, you know, he was my entire world, and I don't know. Like, I've found who the real Marissa is, and I feel like the real Marissa doesn't need Shane. At first, it was really hard, but the longer we were separated, the more I realized that I didn't need him. Now that I figured out who I am, the thought of going back and being, you know, just attached to his hip again, it's kind of depressing to me.
The fact that you feel like you don't need him. Your wedding's in a month.
Yeah. And, yeah, I mean, I'm really having second thoughts, and I don't know if I want to marry him, honestly.
No way. Do you have a case of, like, cold feet? Just typical wedding jitters? Because part of me feels like you might. And it's all gonna go away the second you see him. You're gonna remember what you love so much about him, but you've been away from him for so long. So how do you know it's not just that?
I can't be 100% sure, but, you know, I feel like I don't want to feel like that anymore. You know,
Like what?
Just like, I don't know, like I belong to somebody, or like I'm trapped. Like, I'm just really confused as to what I want to do. I mean, because I feel like I'm happier without Shane, and but I feel so bad about it. I don't know. I mean, my head has just been spinning, trying to figure out what I should do.
You need to think about this and really try and determine, is this legit? Are these feelings for real? Or is this just you nervous to make that next leap in life? I think you're just up in your head. You have wedding dinners.
I don't know.
This is normal. Okay? I feel for Marissa. I mean, getting married is a huge commitment and one that you have to be ready to make. Feeling any better? Did you just need to talk it through?
We'll see.
You just have cold feet. I'm telling you. The thing is, if you still feel this way in the next few weeks, come to Arizona with us. Come talk to Shane. Figure it out. You know?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Okay.
I'm a little concerned. I'm seeing some changes in Marissa and her attitude and the way her behavior is, you know, in regard to our relationship. Don't really have an understanding of what's going on in her mind right now, but just feel like there's weight on the relationship and it's not being discussed, and I don't know where that's going to go.
I don't know. I'm having a hard time knowing that the wedding is coming up really soon. You know, there's a lot I need to do, and I'm putting it off because I just don't know if I can go through with it. I know that I don't know anything, honestly. I don't think I've ever been so confused in my entire life.
What is going on?
I mean, I guess you could say it's really cold feet.
Yeah. Since Marissa doesn't seem to be feeling any better about this upcoming wedding, Heidi and I decided to fly her out to Arizona just so she can talk to Shane in person. Hopefully we can help them work out what's going on, but we can't in good conscience let them get married if Marissa's having second thoughts. How do you feel about them? I mean, I want to, do you want to go through with this?
I mean, I feel like...
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hi.
So, figured it'd be best for you guys to talk in person.
Yeah.
Initially, when I walked in, it was confusing. He looked awesome, you know? But there's so much more than that.
You look good.
So sit down, guys.
You don't look anything like you did the last time I saw you.
Nope. You look really good, too. Marissa looks amazing, and, I mean, it was tugging on my heart to see her. I mean, she's a beautiful girl. She really is, and I know her heart, too. It's really beautiful, too.
Well, guys, I guess, I mean, more than anything, we just wanted to bring the two of you together so you can just talk through this. So, what's happening?
I feel like the separation has just separated us. I just feel like we've grown apart, and I feel like I've changed, and, you know, I don't know, I've figured out who I am, and I just don't know if that includes you in my future.
I mean, that's pretty brutal. I don't understand. 7 years. It just doesn't make any sense for you to say, I'm done. I don't even want to try. It's so confusing.
Now that I know how happy I am, I know that I wasn't happy.
You think I was happy? I was 467 pounds killing myself eating. You think both of us were just happy as hell, huh?
I know, but I feel like I'm not happy where we're at right now. And I feel like being apart from you, I've been able to be me. And I've found who I am finally for once in my life, and I like who I am.
And there's just no room for me there.
I don't know. I don't know.
You know, would it be easier if we just stepped away and just let the two of you talk for a little bit? Just like, we just want to give you a few minutes. Is that all right?
It's fine.
I didn't do this for me.
No.
And you know that.
But no. But you have your life back now. You saved your life, you know? I mean, you know you weren't going to be around very long.
Because I found somebody that I wanted to live for.
Talking to him was really, really hard because his face was screaming pain. I don't want to hurt you. It was all I had to get out what I had to say because it just broke my heart. At the same time, though, I knew that it was what I had to do.
I'm not here trying to talk you back into marrying me. I'll be just fine. I'll get over it.
So what's it gonna be, guys? Is there gonna be a wedding or no wedding?
No, I don't think so.
No wedding.
No wedding.
Okay. Hey, you're both in a really difficult situation right now, but you've both made some really important decisions.
I'm so sorry. There's nothing for you to be that sorry about. It's part of life. It'll be okay. You'll be just fine. I'll be fine too.
I really do wish you the best.
I wish you the best too. You're happy now, and that's all that counts. My life's not ruined.
You look really good.
Thank you. You look good too. The last 6 months have prepared me for this. I mean, I'm stronger now than ever in my entire life. I mean, it's just been an amazing transformation. All right, I love you.
It's okay. As hard as it was to do that, I do feel like I did the right thing. I do. It makes me feel bad because, I mean, he really is a great guy, but he's just not right for me, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it hurts. We were together for a really long time. You know, it's not going to be easy, but I can tell you that I'm excited to see what's next.
Sorry, man.
No, I mean, matters of the heart, you know?
Yeah.
So, I definitely didn't see it turning out this way. But one of the things that hurts the most is, you know, spending this time with Chris and Heidi in Arizona, losing this weight and daydreaming. Man, you know, it's like this relationship and this marriage that me and Marissa were going to have, and how great it was going to be. And then, you know, realizing she's at home daydreaming about how she wants out of it. I mean, that was tough to realize.
Let's get back together in 1 month, all right? We'll weigh you in, get your final number, see how you're doing.
I'm just confused. My struggles with this whole thing is trying to understand it. I mean, that's just it, and it's something I'm going to have to let go. But yeah, I genuinely want her to be happy. She's going to be great at whatever she does, so I don't have a word to say bad about her. Thanks. Oh, thank you very much. Oh. No, it's okay.
Coming up.
Today, I'm here to see Marissa, who broke it off with Shane about a month ago. Her life, I'm sure, is completely different as a single woman.
Heidi!
Today, I'm here to see Marissa, who broke it off with Shane about a month ago. Seeing what she's up to, because, I mean, her life, I'm sure, is completely different as a single woman. Here we are. Hi. How are you doing? Good. How are you? Very good to see you. Thank you. Where's Marissa?
Marissa? Yeah?
Somebody's here.
Heidi!
No.
Crazy.
You look amazing. Oh my goodness. You look so beautiful.
After the breakup, I just felt like I needed to make a big change. So I went to the salon and, I don't know, I got crazy.
So what's new?
Pretty much everything, yeah, pretty much everything. Since the breakup, I moved in with my mom, looking for jobs right now so I can get back on my feet. You know, I also have started helping out at the Suicide Prevention Foundation. I was stuck until a few months ago in this journey I've been on. I just really feel like I can help others now.
Helping others and hoping that you can save one person and not let their family go through what you went through is exactly what it's all about.
Being able to help other people who are struggling with depression and, you know, even dealing with the loss. It's been helpful and healing for me as well.
So have you been dating?
No dating. You know, I was in a relationship for a really long time, and I wanted to find out who I was, and I really feel like, you know, the time we were separated prior to what was supposed to be our wedding, I felt like I finally found that. I'm not really anxious to find anybody right now because I really feel that I need to search further for who I am alone and be myself for a while. It's fun, you know? Just being single and being me and not feeling like I have to please anybody else or act a certain way.
To someone.
Yeah.
I mean, what's all this been like for you? I know Shane's been a part of your life for the last 7 years.
I love Shane. I care about him. I worry about him. I worry about both of you. You know, it's a big change for both of you. But I know you're both strong.
I never saw the breakup coming, honestly, but I didn't ever want her to feel like she was trapped in a marriage that she didn't want to be in. I've always said I'd rather be alone than wish I was.
See, that takes so much guts, I think, because you had this beautiful wedding planned.
Really, you know, I know I wouldn't be happy, and I know that regardless of what the future holds, I know that it wasn't the right time.
Well, you still have a goal to hit. I still wanted you to be under 170 pounds by the end of your journey.
Yep.
So we gotta win. You go upstairs, get changed. Let's head over to the gym. Yeah?
Good. Sounds good.
Come with?
Absolutely.
All right, let's go.
It's been a month since Marissa and Shane's wedding date, and apparently Shane fell in love with Arizona. So ever since everything fell apart with Marissa, he just picked up and he moved out here. Just moved in a couple days ago, so I'm in his neighborhood right now looking for his place. You know, and the thing is, like, Shane's such a great guy. I really feel for him. I know he's going through a really tough time right now, and I just hope it hasn't sent him into a downward spiral. You wouldn't believe how quickly the weight can come back on if he does return to old habits. So I just don't know what I'm going to see when he opens that door. This looks like it right here.